Let's welcome back to the show House Intelligence Ranking Republican Devin Nunes. Great to have you back on. Sir, your reaction to the subpoenas today?
Well, look, this is a long time coming. I'm very happy that Senator Johnson has stayed with this, because Senator Johnson has been mercilessly attacked by the media for this, but he's right over the target. And I always say, as long as they're attacking you, you know you're right over the target. We have a responsibility in Congress to bring these people forward, to take their depositions. And the only advice I would give them is to make sure that you release those depositions quickly. You don't want to be stuck in a position like we were, where you're waiting for some deep state bureaucracy somewhere to allow the American public to see it. We need pure transparency, and these officials need to be gotten on the record again, because there's just been a whole lot more new information, Liz, that's come out in the last few weeks and months.
Who in particular would you want to get under subpoena? We know that William Priestap, Kevin Kleinsmith, Joe Pientka, these FBI officials are going on the list too to be subpoenaed. Who would you want to talk to under subpoena?
Well, look, what we have an ongoing investigation in the House Intelligence Committee. Republicans do, at least, and we've got about 40 people that are on that list, and so hopefully, if Republicans are put back in charge, we will be able to subpoena those people. But right now, we can't. So all we're doing is continuing to get information. This is why we'd like to see, if the Senate does do this, it could aid us in our investigation as we continue to make criminal referrals in our probe that we have ongoing. And, of course, you have the executive branch, the Department of Justice, that has 3 U.S. attorneys that are also probing this matter.
How many criminal referrals are you working on, and what for?
Well, we've already made 8 criminal referrals, and we're probably going to make at least another 5, possibly as many as 10 additional ones. That'll be coming here in the next. Hopefully, we keep working. We want to get it right, but it'll be in the next week to 10 days or so.
What do the criminal referrals cover?
Well, we've had the original 8 look at the FISA abuse, and they look at abuse of our intelligence agencies. We have several people for lying or misleading Congress. We now are looking at the overall General Flynn investigation and how that was conducted, and the rest of the Mueller team. And then, of course, as new information has come to light from the information that was declassified by Acting Director of National Intelligence Rick Grinnell, that information is also showing that there are other people who have lied or misled Congress, or have, I think in some cases, maybe lied by omission, documents that were kept from Congress, that sort of thing.
You know, we keep hearing people saying we're going to get to the bottom of this, get to the bottom of this. What does that mean? Are people going to jail? Are they going to go to prison? Are they going to be penalized? What's going to happen?
Well, look, this has been a long journey for those of us who have been in from the beginning of this, who noticed and recognized right away that there was a attempted coup going on in this country, or at least at the beginning, it was an abuse of our intelligence capabilities in this country, that ultimately we figured out, wow, there's actually a coup going on here. So we're used to this. So you really have to get up every day. You have to put your work boots on, and you have to go out there and you have to do really tough work, because, the people that perpetuated these crimes are very good at hiding it. So we work, every day. It's very, very close. Some days we have new information that comes in. Some days we get new informants. Some days we're able to find something that we might not have seen before in the Mueller probe. So that's why, you asked me at the very beginning, that's why it's so critical that the United States Senate is finally doing something. Because remember, this is about, there was election interference done in the 2018 election. That election interference was done by, was started by the Clinton campaign, but it was done by ultimately the FBI and the Department of Justice with support of the House and Senate Democrats, that clearly just used this for a fundraising scheme and a scheme ultimately where they were just trying to impeach the president of the United States.
In the 2016 election, right?
No, I'm talking about
the 2018
election. The 2018 election, we would have been, I'm not sure the Republicans would have lost control of the House. If we didn't have to spend all the time that we had to spend, Trump's a Russian agent. Republicans are controlled by being controlled by Putin. These are crazy things that happened that were done at the highest levels of the Department of Justice and the FBI. So, look, one thing that we don't, and I'm not trying to evade any of your questions here about not answering people who should be subpoenaed or not.
I hear you.
But we're running a real investigation, and we want people to pay a price for these crimes that they committed against the American people.
We hear you, Congressman. Thank you so much for coming on. Will you come back soon? We love having you on.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me. We'll be glad to come back on.